Dave Grohl, the Foo Fighters frontman long hailed as rock's ultimate nice guy, and his wife Jordyn Blum have emerged from one of the music world's most seismic personal scandals with a renewed commitment to their 27-year marriage. What began as a devastating revelation of infidelity has transformed into a narrative of hard-fought reconciliation, marked by intensive therapy, stringent boundaries, and the unshakable bond of family. Insiders reveal that Blum, 49, has orchestrated a meticulous overhaul of their relationship, turning pain into parameters that keep the philandering 56-year-old on a very short leash. Their recent public appearance at a charity gala, coordinated in sleek black attire, her gaze adoring despite the absent wedding rings, signals not just survival, but a deliberate step toward normalcy. Yet beneath the united front lies a fragile piece, one where trust is rebuilt brick by painstaking brick. The bombshell dropped in September 2024, shattering the idyllic image of Grohl as the devoted family man. In an Instagram post that rippled through headlines, he confessed to fathering a fourth daughter outside his marriage. "I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter, born outside of my marriage," he wrote, his words a raw admission laced with remorse. "I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I am doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness." The unnamed mother was later revealed as Jennifer Young, a rock and roll enthusiast whose brief dalliance with Grohl produced a child that upended his world. Fans, accustomed to Grohl's tales of domestic bliss, his wife and 3 daughters as anchors that keep me from completely disappearing, reeled in disbelief. The Foo Fighters, fresh off tours and accolades, announced a hiatus, the band's momentum halted by personal fallout. For Blum, a former MTV producer whose cool professionalism once caught Grohl's eye in 2001, the betrayal was a double-edged sword. Intimate devastation amplified by public scrutiny. Shocked and publicly humiliated, she faced a chorus of friends urging divorce. Most of her friends advising her to do so, as one source confided. Yet impulsivity wasn't her path. Instead, she channeled the hurt into structure. Jordyn was shocked and publicly embarrassed, an insider explained. But despite that, she decided not to do anything rash. After careful consideration, they entered couples therapy for around 6 months. It helped them to get to the good place they're at now. Those sessions weren't superficial chats. They were deep dives into communication breakdowns, unpacking years of Grohl's rockstar temptations against Blum's grounded expectations. The conditions Blum imposed were non-negotiable, a blueprint for accountability in a life shadowed by fame's excesses. Location-sharing apps became mandatory, she tracks his whereabouts and he hers, a mutual surveillance born of necessity. She knows where he is and what he's doing. She can look at his phone at any time, the source detailed. But it goes both ways. Grohl, once known for late-night studio marathons and road warrior tours, adopted more normal hours, prioritizing home over the haze of after-parties. Surprise visits from Blum during his travels keep him vigilant. The boundaries, far from loosening, remain ironclad. "He's still very much on thin ice," the insider emphasized. "This isn't paranoia, it's pragmatism, a framework ensuring the infidelity's echoes don't resound again." Their daughters, Violet, 19, Harper, 16, and Ophelia, 11, emerged as unwitting architects of reconciliation. Pictured together in candid family shots from 2023, the trio's innocence became a rallying force. They played a big part in their reconciliation, and persuading them to start counseling, another confidant shared. "It's taken over a year, but they're a pretty tight family unit again. Jordyn is managing to let go of the trust issues she had with Dave." The girls, aware yet shielded from the media frenzy, advocated for unity, their pleas cutting through the couple's anger. Family meals, like the one celebrating Blum's 49th birthday in May, became sacred rituals, fostering laughter amid the healing. Wimbledon in July offered a tentative public outing, the couple side by side in the stands, a subtle signal of solidarity. Grohl's pre-BL romantic history adds layers to the saga, a checkered past that Blum knew but perhaps underestimated in its pull. His first marriage to Jennifer Lee Youngblood ended in 1997 after 3 turbulent years marred by his infidelities. At 25, Grohl reflected in 1999, "I was 25, my wife was even younger. We weren't ready to get married." Post-divorce, he dated Louise Post of Veruca Salt, only for her to accuse him of cheating with multiple women, a pattern that haunted his early fame. Meeting Blum in 2001 at an MTV event changed the trajectory. They wed in 2003 at their Los Angeles home, a low-key affair that blossomed into a partnership of equals. She produced videos for his band. He credited her with taming his wilder impulses. Yet the 2024 revelation dredged up old ghosts, forcing a reckoning with habits he'd sworn to bury. The scandal's ripple effects extended beyond the family nucleus. Speculation swirled around Annalise Nielsen, founder of a porn website and a figure from Grohl's orbit. Former friends alleged a 15-year affair, claims Nielsen dismissed to the press. That is a person who I had a brief friendship with who I know through friends of friends. An Instagram hoax, a photo of a supposed Roxy Juni Grohl, was swiftly debunked by Grohl's team as fake news, but not before stoking the frenzy. Blum, consoled by confidants like Kate Hudson, endured an intervention from 4 close girlfriends, so seriously worried about her emotional state. The media maelstrom turned private pain public, with paparazzi staking out their Encino estate and fans dissecting every ringless finger sighting. Through it all, Grohl's role as a father remained steadfast, now expanded to include his newest daughter. Dave has a presence in his daughter's life, and he has set up her financially, a source clarified. He has limited contact with Jennifer, but things are amicable. He does spend time with the baby when he can, and a time-sharing plan has been set up. Jennifer has the baby most of the time. The long-term vision? Integration without intrusion. The plan is that their daughter will grow up knowing her half-siblings, the insider noted. For Blum, this means navigating co-parenting peripherally. Jordyn has no relationship with Jennifer and doesn't care to. She has to have a relationship with his daughter, and she doesn't resent that. It's a delicate dance, one Grohl acknowledges as a pretty huge betrayal, validating her anger while committing to amends.